this here.
What's wrong, Kelley?
I figured we'd be done this.
Okay,
we
are live on YouTube again.
Yay!
Yeah. Okay.
Yay, YouTube. How
And
y'all
Facebook,
doing there?
We have this too. Okay.
No, I'm on here till 11. Guess who's back? Ha 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 ha.
Make sure I can watch both of these. Make sure your volume's down your phones if you guys do watch on the video because it's going to be delayed. So I call a radio station and they say, turn your radio down because this is going to air afterwards and we're going to hear an echo. Okay. So we are live on Facebook or YouTube. Exclamation it says. And here we go with live on Facebook.
Okay.
And you'll start a couple.
Okay, I'm here.
Live video starting. And we are live, guys.
Oh my God.
Yay!
Oh my God.
I know. Who's nervous? I know I'm nervous.
Are you sure? Are you positive? Oh, yes, we are. Okay. Oh my God, that was so painful.
Yes, it was. It was like
we
a
got
normal podcast for us.
Okay, good. All right. So that was seriously painful.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know what's going on because we weren't live, it took us 49 minutes. To figure out how to go live. So welcome, and we trust you enjoy what we're going to talk about. So Kelley, go ahead and start talking.
Oh man, of course you're going to put me on the spot. Well, thanks a lot, Todd, TODDZ. We are live on Todd's Facebook, so we're going to try to keep it down and keep it PG for everybody. I promise I'm not going to be dropping any F-bombs, at least not yet. We're also live inside of our brand new Gain the Passion Facebook group. So welcome to all of the people that have decided to join our community. We really appreciate you, and hopefully you'll be able to get a little bit of value from the content that we provide today, as well as us talking about what's coming up on Friday. Super pumped about that.
Your energy is contagious. I can see how super pumped both of you were. We got Alyssa, yeah, and Kelley takes a swig of water, which is his trademark.
Yeah, it's my trademark. Hey, at least it's not whiskey.
I'm just glad that Kelley has ceased for like the last 40 minutes while we're figuring out each problem that we've come across.
LL Cool J, Eminem,
musical talent.
Yeah, you guys missed out big time. Bigly, you missed out bigly.
Bigly. All right, well, let's get back on track, which I can't believe I'm saying this. Let's get on back on track. And so, first of all, for those of you that don't know who we are, I'm Todd Foster. There's Alyssa Stanley and Kelley Scarr, and we have decided to do something a little different. When I say something a little different, is we are a coaching consulting company, yet we also are a training company, and we also are looking to build a community, not just of coaches, yet also of clients as well and participants. We have lots of things planned: webinars, group coaching, one-on-one coaching, live events, courses. You name it, we have it. Yet what we're looking to really make us different, most people, it's that we truly do care, not just about ourselves, yet also about you, the client.
Crickets.
Well,
Alyssa, that was your cue.
I'm in the group, and it's actually working.
Oh, we're live.
Appeared for a minute, so I didn't know if it was my computer. Because
it's definitely your computer.
My service
it's definitely
sometimes not often.
Yeah, it's definitely your service in Nebraska.
Perfect, because I live in the middle of nowhere. No, I am about Friday because we have a free. We're going to be talking about real estate mindset, what's coming down the pipeline for GTP, and piggybacking off of what Todd said, we created Gain the Passion because we all have a shared vision and mission to see in the coaching industry and what we want to see in coaching clients and how we can help coaches really in the coaching industry. And how long have this up, guys? 3 months?
God, it feels like forever.
get it launched,
I
just
think it's been
because there's
about 34
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, at least. Well,
there's just been so much
more than
passion behind trying to make this actually is a go. And when we're bringing this to everyone, it's legit and it's what the industry needs there.
Yeah, we're there. It's been a labor of love up until this point. I think it's probably started back in, I don't know, April. So was that like the last 3 months? We've been really kind of working hard. We started conversations around this about 3 months ago, and fired up a WhatsApp thread and just throwing ideas back and forth, throwing a bunch of spaghetti at the wall, and finally we got some stuff to stick, and here we are. So Friday, as Alyssa mentioned, we've got a free webinar coming up. It is the 7-figure blueprint. We're going to open up our playbooks and essentially, talk about how agents can go from zero to hero, 0 to 7 figures. I'm not going to say overnight. I'm not going to say in a year. I'm not going to say in 6 months, like a lot of other coaches are going to try to put you in a box and say, and that's not what we're about. We are realists, and there's no BS approach here. The whole idea is to help agents actually build out a business that is rinse and repeat, and something that they can come to rely upon. And I think that's one of the biggest problems that I've seen 15 years in the business now. And a lot of those years, I guess, coaching for probably the last, officially, I would say the last 4 or 5 years, unofficially since probably about 2012, 2013, when I had a team. But one of the biggest consistencies that I've seen in the business is the inconsistency that a lot of agents have. And that's what the 7-figure blueprint is all about, is about helping you to create a level of consistency in your business that may not be there. And that's essentially what a real estate coach should be focused on, is helping you get to that level of consistency. That's the first step. The next step is to then level up and take you far beyond what your goals ever could have been realized, or could have, or what your goals, what you could have imagined your goals to be, right? That's the whole idea of coaching. And what I love about what we're doing, what our system is, what our programs are, is that we're not here to fit you inside of a box. We're not going to shoehorn you inside of a box. In fact, so this is a great example of that. So I had an assessment call yesterday with a potential coaching client. She had mentioned, she's obviously looking for business development stuff, but would mention that she's looking for mindset coaching. And as much as I love mindset, it's not a specialty of mine. So I immediately brought up Alyssa and said, listen, I think that a conversation with Alyssa is going to be beneficial to you, regardless of whether you decide to hire Alyssa or hire me. It doesn't really matter. What we want to make sure is that you're well taken care of. And so I was able to connect Alyssa and this lady, and hopefully, I don't know if you guys have connected yet and made that call, but that's the whole idea, is that we want to have specialists within the coaching industry to help our coaching clients through whatever issue that they're having. And I think that's what's missing realistically in within the coaching industry, inside of real estate specifically right now.
What I love about these two, are that we are all different. And what makes that also unique is that we still get along, which is kind of crazy, right? When you think about 3 people in general, it doesn't really work out yet. Somehow we're making this work out, and it's worked out for the podcast. And we discovered that we liked each other, which was a good thing to do when you decide to get in business with each other. Yet what I really like about the whole thing is that we also come from a bunch of backgrounds, right? Kelley has been in real estate. I've been in real estate. Alyssa's never been in real estate, yet she's also a health and wellness coach. And, Kelley loves the coaching. Alyssa loves the coaching. And I like the hybrid model of what I call the mess, is what I call it, which is the coaching, consulting, and training. And so we're going to come through and really putting that together. And what we really desire to do is not just create a community of people who actually are learning from each other, yet actually to provide value to everyone that does decide to join the free thing, right? I mean, this free webinar, I trust you get your money's worth from it since it's free. Yet the greatest thing about it is that when you have the value in your life and you actually believe in it, and you understand what the people are saying, like, we're real. I mean, if you've ever heard our podcast, we are about as real as they come. So there's not really any fluff here at all. I've been said maybe sometimes I should maybe keep some inside voices in instead of letting them out. Yet what it is that our goal is to hold you accountable, to be honest and truthful to you, and also make sure that whatever you're doing in your business, and it can be real estate or it can be selling widgets. Business is business.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we're focused this webinar this time on real estate, yet it actually can go to any business out there. I mean, business is business. The second thing I want to make sure everyone understands is this. We're not here to recruit anyone. Okay. No companies we're attempting to recruit. I'm with Keller Williams. Kelley's with EXP. Alyssa's with herself in Nebraska.
Yep.
So if you have a feeling like, well, this is a recruiting thing, don't worry about it. I haven't recruited Kelley. Kelley's not going to recruit me, and it's not going to happen. So that is a number one thing I want to make sure. It was number two, I said. Yeah, number one, don't be fearful of this being a sales pitch, of recruiting. It's not that. This is information. Plus what we're doing, this is almost like our baby step to get to our next program, which is actually going to be on the 7-figure blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, really well said, Todd. And I think that what precipitated that was a email conversation that I had with someone here not too long ago, just I think last week, and they had said, well, first of all, can I attend the webinar? Yes. Why? I'm curious as to why you would ask that. Well, I'm being coached by somebody else, and I'm not looking at leaving my brokerage. And my response back was, I'm a firm believer in education, and I'm a firm believer of going and getting. I was on a webinar yesterday, right, learning about prospecting. Right. It's never ending for me. In fact, this is my coffee cup right here. I just created a private playlist on my YouTube channel that is titled Learn. Right. So last night I was like just totally engulfed in looking at videos on creating Google AdWords and campaigns and retargeting and all of this stuff. And so I'm saving all of these videos. I'm just absorbing as much as I possibly can. And so I firmly believe that you need to educate yourself, and you need to get your education from multiple different sources. Grab as much as you can, and then hopefully you've got somebody that's going to be able to help you put everything together. Because what we know about all of the noise out there is that it's just that a lot of it is noise, and being able to sift through the noise and figure out what's going to work for you and your business, and because what works for you isn't necessarily going to work for somebody else, and vice versa. Mm-hmm. So yeah, just to echo what you said, this is not a sales pitch. We are not trying to recruit you. We want you to be educated. We want you to build a better business.
Alyssa, that's your cue to talk.
Yeah. Why?
All right, I'm done.
If you listen to podcasts, we really do flow much better than this on a normal basis. I think we're all just so darn excited.
It's called the magic of editing, is what that is. If you were to listen to the normal podcast, you've ever heard any guest on our podcast, they will tell you that this actually is pretty darn good right now.
In the beginning, we talked about something that disrupts the industry and sets the bar a lot higher. And one aspect that we tried to do with GTP is coach the whole person, because in real estate coaching industry, in business, what I find, especially as a mindset specialist in business, which is you hire a coach and then they hyper fixate on one problem, which makes sense, right? You solve the big problem, yet it's still in motion. Everything else is still moving while you're on this one problem. If all the other problem doesn't not stay in the peripheral vision, it all starts to a basket of problems, right? So with our we will be offering group coaching as well, where business, mindset, health, because your 7 figures with every single blueprint we can create. If you're not taking care of yourself, if your family is falling apart, if you're down, if you shut your real estate business down, your entrepreneurship, and you are not a whole person feeling great, coaching service failed. So when you level up, I encourage you to try and level up in many aspects, because if you level up in one and then you're still healing aspects, you're always going to be riding this teeter-totter. And that's a super hard place to be, especially for overachievers, like people that are probably in this group, because you're probably in here to join. And high achievers tend to work and work and work on one thing, and then they go, oh my gosh, I left all of this behind. So GTP is going to encompassing coaching aspect to the industry. That's where kind of with not being a real estate agent, yet I've coached real estate for the last 2 years. So I've been in the industry and I've gotten to know most of you think and how it works. And super excited about that because I've not seen that in the coaching industry yet.
We are going to change the world. Well, maybe that is a tagline we shouldn't use. Yet I do want to go back real quick and then we'll finish this thing, because if not, you'll be here for hours and you're probably not watching to this point as it is. Yeah, we want to make sure that you do know the plug that this Friday, June 17th at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific. You do the math if you're in between those two, Central and Mountain. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to do a 1-hour webinar based on how to get to 7 figures and give the blueprint for it. Now, the other thing, though, is we also don't guarantee the 7-figure income, yet most of you watching this right now have done 7 figures before. And we'll show you exactly what we're talking about on Friday yet until you get there. That's I guess the carrot right there dangling.
That's the carrot. That's the hook. The hook, as they say. TODZ. Yeah. So if you're watching this live right now, you'll go up and you'll click on the link, that Zoom registration link. That's where you're going to register. If you're watching this later, the recording, I believe the link will be down below, just below this video. So make sure you click the link. Go get registered. I think that we would definitely be absent-minded if we didn't plug the website that we just launched here not too long ago. So go and check out gainthepassion.com. If you want to learn more about Alyssa, Todd, or myself, it's gainthepassion.com/Kelley-Scar, Todd-Foster, and Alyssa-Stanley. Alyssa-Stanley.
You made that sound simple. And also make sure you download, subscribe, and whatever else you can do with the podcast at gainthepassionpodcast.com, gainthepassionpodcast.com. Yeah, I believe we finished. I think we've probably, if there were any people left, thanks for making it through this part.
Thank you.
And I'm also talking
painful.
to Kelley
Hopefully
and Alyssa
they get
too.
better.
Yeah, and we will get better. Yet until then, we trust we will see you next Friday. Actually, next Friday, this Friday, which is in 2 days from now, around this time, minus about 47 hours from now. We'll see you then. All right. So let's say bye, because we have to say bye now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
see
guys.